The Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni, has spoken some very harsh words against French President Emmanuel Macron.
Questo si chiama franco CFA. È la moneta coloniale che la Francia stampa per 14 nazioni africane, alle quali applica il signoraggio e in forza delle quali sfrutta le risorse di questa nazione.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. I appreciate you. So, let me say hello to you. I hope you're doing great. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for returning. Thank you, South Africa. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Ghana, I see you. Mozambique, Sudan. Thank you so much, Benin. Thank you so much, the UK, the United States of America. Thank you so much, Jamaica. Thank you so much from Brazil. I see people from Brazil coming to us. I appreciate you. And South America, Bahamas, Cuba, Haiti, Barbados. We are together. I love you very much. We are the same people. Like I said earlier, if you look at me, you see one of you. That's what it is. So before we start, let's do this so we can make our voice bigger. Thank you so much. If this is your first time, trust me, you're going to love this. Okay, just subscribe so we can be much bigger. Okay, and be heard. So there is something very interesting happening. Again, Prime Minister of Italy named Giorgia Meloni made some harsh comments against French president. Very, very spicy. In fact, I don't know if you know Macron, very young man, president of France, thinks very highly about himself, speaks some type of way to African presidents. Yeah, he speaks to them in some funny ways. So very interesting. So we're going to watch this and I'm going to make your comments right after. Let's go.
Questo è un bambino che lavora in una miniera d'oro in Burkina Faso. Il Burkina Faso è una delle nazioni più povere del mondo. Per il Burkina Faso, che ha l'oro, la Francia stampa moneta coloniale. In cambio pretende che finiscano nelle casse del tesoro francese il 50% di tutto quello che il Burkina Faso esporta. L'oro che questo bambino si infila in un cunicolo per tirare fuori finisce per lo più nelle casse dello Stato francese. Allora la soluzione non è prendere gli africani e spostarli in Europa, la soluzione è liberare l'Africa da certi europei che la sfruttano e consentire a queste persone di vivere di quello che hanno.
Very interesting, as you can see. So she said very clearly, Burkina Faso is a country in Africa. And the picture she was showing was a picture of a young person, a young boy, carrying some gold, within hands, after doing, mining. But the gold, she says, doesn't profit people of Burkina Faso. The gold profits prominent people in France. Now, she says here, the objective of Europe should not be about accepting Africans in Europe. Europe should instead ask France to liberate Africa, to free Africa so that Africans can profit from the goods that they deserve, things that's been given to them by the Most High. Very, very interesting. She's made various comments in the past against Emmanuel Macron. She firmly believes the reason why Africans are suffering and many Africans are trying to cross to Europe is because France is holding them hostage. It's very easy for Europeans to complain, saying so many Africans are trying to come to Europe. So many Africans are running away from their home, looking for life here. Why? Why are they coming on this way? But she said the reason is very clear. These Africans are coming here because you've destroyed everything they've got. You're stealing from them. The money they use is printed in France. Did you know that? Yes, money that's used in a lot of Western African countries, French colonies, is called the CFA franc. The CFA franc is printed in France today. Yes, at the end of the year, they have to take about 30% of the income of the country. Yeah, per country. That's a lot of money. I mean, if that's not slavery, then I don't know what it is. Yes, 2023, the money of your free country, a couple of free countries is printed in France, a different country. And they have to pay colonial tax every year, 30% of your whatever income sent to a foreign country. And this lady is an Italian accusing another European of doing drastic and most obscure things ever. Let's follow.
Emmanuel Macron ci ha definiti vomitevoli, scinici, irresponsabili. E qui la stampa italiana a dire, hai visto che ha detto Macron, che siamo irresponsabili. Vergogna. Irresponsabile Emmanuel Macron sono quelli che hanno bombardato la Libia perché gli dava fastidio che l'Italia avesse un rapporto privilegiato in campo energetico con Gheddafi, esponendoci al caos migrazione nel quale ci troviamo. Cinici Emmanuel Macron sono i francesi che mandano la gendarmerie a rispedire indietro qualunque immigrato tenti di passare il confine a Ventimiglia. Ma soprattutto perché le cose vanno raccontate come si deve, vomitevole è chi... Buono, che lo vuoi tu? Ci hai mai tolto il pathos? Vomitevole è chi, come la Francia, continua a sfruttare l'Africa stampando moneta per 14 nazioni africane sulle quali applica il signoraggio, facendo lavorare bambini nelle miniere, estraendo materie prime come accade in Niger, dove la Francia estrae il 30% dell'uranio che gli serve a far camminare le centrali nucleari e il 90% dei nigerini vive senza elettricità.
Can you believe that? France extracts 30% of its energy from Niger, from the uranium they get from Niger. In the same time, Niger doesn't even have electricity for its people. While France takes 30% of its energy from Niger, Niger doesn't even have electricity home. And this lady saying it very openly. You know, most Europeans, in most cases, they cover for each other. Okay, they make sure the dirt doesn't get outside. They must keep it within the frame of Europeans. How dare you? You know, how dare you tarnish the image of Europeans? You cannot do that. You have to stay online. But the truth is, France has been exploiting 14 African countries up until 2023. France decided who is the president, who is going to be the president. They don't say it openly, but it's very simple. You see what's happening in Niger. People of Niger decided to change their president because they feel like that president does not represent the benefit of the people. The French people stood up. They say whoever will try to touch the interests of the French in Niger will be faced with the most drastic reaction. What do you think that means? Mohamed Bazoum, who is the ex-president of Niger, was a very good friend of France and Western nations because they felt their interests were in danger. That's the reason why French people reacted. Emmanuel Macron reacted very quickly, saying, whoever dares to touch interests of the French people, whoever dares to touch our profit in this country will be faced with the most drastic reaction coming from the French government. They even got the army ready. They're just ashamed to react openly because everybody's watching. Mali and Burkina Faso have said very openly, whoever dares to try attack Niger will be faced with us. It's going to be a declaration of war. And this lady says very openly, you called us disgusting. You called us names shameful. Disgusting is you people organizing the death of Gaddafi because you were hoping to take a bit of his energy production. You wanted to grab onto the power that Gaddafi had and all the benefit that he had as a country, as a leader of his nation. We don't see such things very often, but it's very interesting to see it from a European politician.
Non ci venire a fare lezioni, Macron, perché l'Africa scappa da voi e la soluzione non è...
The Africans are abandoning their continent because of you. The solution is not to transfer Africa to Europe, but to liberate Africa from some Europeans.
Spostare gli africani in Europa e liberare l'Africa da certi europei. Non accettiamo lezioni. Chiaro?
I don't know what to say anymore. Very clear. You know, sometimes when you say it as a person of, of the continent of color, they think it's because you have hate within your heart. It's not that. This is an Italian person, very close to French people. She says it very clearly. Okay, you're going to Africa, stealing from them, taking their minerals, taking their gold and everything else. Now they live in poverty and difficulties. They want to come to Europe. And if they want to come to Europe, where do you think they're going to pass? They're going to pass through Italy. Italy is our country. You create mayhem in Africa. When Africans come, you pretend that you don't want them here. The solution is not to push Africans away. The solution is you to stop going to steal from Africans, because we cannot have them here in our country. I don't know what to say, fellas. What do you think? Let me know how you feel about this. Very touchy. I'm lost for words. Thank you very much again. Do not go without leaving your comments. I want to read from you. God bless.